There was a lot of weird terms in this movie. And they came up with new diseases I never heard of. such as space dementia.
Oh, don't worry, guys. He's just got space dementia.
Don't worry. He's using this minigun, but it's okay. He's just got space dementia.
How is that? Like, you hear about, I like writing myself into a corner. It really helps me stretch as a writer so I can be able to write myself out of one. There's no stretching. Yeah. It's like, what do we want him to do? We want him to shoot a minigun on an asteroid. Well, how do we... All right, well, why? Space dementia.
What if he had space dementia? You know, he's going a little crazy. He's got to shoot a machine gun on the fucking asteroid.
That's one of those situations where you're in a writer's room and it's not even a question. It's just he has space dementia. It's not. What do you think about like space AIDS? Nah, I don't really like that. What about space diabetes? That's not good.
It's not strong
and then
enough.
somebody has the bingo. Oh,
space dementia.
And they're like, yeah.
Write that down. Write it down.
This one, he just walked in. You guys said I couldn't finish the script? Space dementia. Idiots.
Just walks into the room. He's got all the white powder under his nose. He's like, guys. I figured out the final act. Steve Buscemi's going to have space dementia. Should we put explosions behind you?
Yeah. Put explosions in post.
Yeah.
Can you, actually, when the title video ends, can you just like make it go?
Yeah, like have the shit explode.
Yeah,
come through the back of it.
Yeah.
I can try.
Like every film in the.
Yeah, because I need the explosion to be the beginning of what we're saying here.
We need to come out mid-explosion.
Mid-explosion. All right. I think I can make that work.
Like,
I mean, our production team will see if they can make that happen.
Michael, we fired our producer.
That's true.
Anyway.
I really wish I had a big space machine gun so I could...
She's got space dementia!
Welcome to Every Film in the Book. Blow up the camera.
I just bought it.
Welcome.
Well, you can't see it because Danielle's space dementia just blew up our camera.
Right.
Welcome to Every Film in the Book. This week, we are watching perhaps the world's worst movie, Armageddon.
Armageddon. You have to say it like that,
You gotta say it like Armageddon.
We didn't talk about it, but that's how I was saying
You mean to tell me us roughnecks gotta fly into outer space and drill a hole?
Well, you tell me. If you know what I'm doing so great, then you do it. What are you, the damn president of NASA?
Did you just build my drill? You stole my plans, and you didn't even put the transmission in right?
What a piss poor. You said we put it together poorly. No, I said piss poor.
Correction, it was piss poor.
It's like, shut up, you like rocks.
This movie, for anybody watching at home who hasn't seen the film, you're going to think we're crazy. But this movie is crazy. Like, this, when did it come out? Early 2000s.
What was this? Like, it had to have been like late 90s, early 2000s, because
it should.
I think they blew the towers up.
yeah. Because
I was going to bring that up because
bring it up early. Let's go.
They hit, I think, the first tower with an asteroid.
Yeah.
And I did it, and I was like, ugh.
Yeah, because that's
because I had forgotten about 9/11. Just kidding. Never forget.
Never forget.
But
Never forget.
It's one of those things you'll see in movies, especially New York movies before 2001, where you're just like, oh shit, we're really focusing on these towers, and then Michael Bay had the balls to fucking throw an asteroid through them.
It's not funny because of 9/11, but it also is funny because of 9. It's just so like ironically crazy that they did that. But if you were to watch this movie as a drinking movie and you took a shot every time there was an explosion, you would be dead.
In the first 20 minutes,
You
I
could
think.
You would
you
be
could
dead.
literally do that with water and still die.
You would drink too much water.
You would just I forget the name of it, but
Yeah, you drown yourself.
Yeah, if you have like more than a gallon or so of water in like a certain amount of
I
time.
can do a
it's-
gallon.
Chug
I
a
can do a
gallon.
gallon.
I'll drink
Bring
a
me.
gallon of
It's like
water
2
and then a
gallons.
gallon of milk. I'll throw up all over this place. I don't give a shit.
That would be kind of fun to do, just for something to do one day.
Yeah, for science.
Yeah, we'll have to do that and film it and put it on the internet.
So I don't know if I'd say this movie is a science-based film.
There was, there was no sign.
There was a big ass drill
Yo,
though.
let's land a spaceship on an asteroid with skis and then be able to take off. All right, first of all, I've got my glasses on for this episode, so I'm going to nerd out a bit. All right, if you're trying to take an airplane off with wheels, it takes a ridiculous amount of thrust to get that much weight moving.
Yeah.
In space, I get it. There's no weight in space. But they were being held to that rock. So there's gravity, which means there's weight. And then you're going to take off on skis, and the whole terrain was trying to murder them the whole time they're in the ship. Like it wouldn't...
But like the funny thing is when they land back at NASA, they have wheels.
They have wheels, so they switched
They
them
have
out.
wheels,
They
yeah.
switched them out mid-flight.
Bruce Willis's ghost came. He's working on the tires as they're flying back to Earth.
Which is something stupid you wouldn't do because the strength required for skis would have to be nuts. So that would just be like 14 extra 1,000 pounds on your spaceship.
So you're saying we
which
need
means
super skis?
you need
Super
twice as
skis.
much fuel.
Jeez.
Whatever.
And
Ugh.
fundamentally, this movie is flawed from the start for a couple things. First of all, you're telling me NASA doesn't know how to use a drill?
Well,
They can't operate a drill?
not
really?
only that, but it's apparently it's easier to take blue collar workers off of an oil rig. That's all they've ever done, and train them to be astronauts instead of training astronauts to drill.
Now,
Right? Like, you think it'd be much easier path if you're already an astronaut to just learn how to operate one new piece of
Yeah,
equipment.
we don't need 12 days of swimming in a pool. We could have 12 days of, hey, here's how a drill works.
now the cool stuff was that they got access to a lot of, like, that was an actual NASA training facility
Yeah,
pool. Like,
yeah.
that's cool. They should have made a good movie with what
With also using the same
Yeah.
facilities and everything.
if I got to legit go in an airplane, I'm going to try to make a good movie about that airplane. If I get access to NASA and NASA equipment and the highest technology advances on the planet, I don't care what China says, USA #1. Just make the movie better.
it
well,
was bad.
Like I just don't understand how like we watch movies that we haven't seen for a long time for this podcast a lot. And almost every time we're like, you know what? I hadn't watched that movie for quite a while, and I'm glad we did. It was very refreshing.
Yeah.
I had just as much fun as when I watched it, 10 years ago. This one, 48 times during the movie, I was like, why did I remember this as a good movie? Why was this going to be
Dude.
good in my head?
Oh
Why
my
did I
God.
suggest this movie? Where am I? What am I doing? I need to just go away.
This was 2.5 hours. I was saying to Danielle the whole time, if you cut out the slow motion scenes and the random cuts to Liv Tyler every 5 seconds,
Oh
First
my
of all,
God.
We could have
I'm okay
gotten-
with those.
we
I'm
could
okay
have
with
gotten
those.
a solid like 150 under 2 hour
the
movie.
great, just the
yeah, it's
Every
always
10
like,
seconds, she's just looking at the camera.
and then at one
doing
point
nothing.
she's just sleepy, so she's putting her head down.
and then the animal cracker scene.
Oh, dude,
I wanted to shoot him.
I
God.
left
I wanted
the room.
to shoot him.
As soon as I saw that scene, I'm like, I'm getting up. I stood in the kitchen.
You
I
had to
will.
leave.
I will not watch that scene. That is the most uncomfortable I've ever
The
felt.
whole time during that scene, he could go north where there's ample whatever. Also, you pick like a really small-breasted woman to make that joke with, so no. But then he goes moving south, and as soon as he goes, or you could head south, just Shrek and Get Out of My Swamp was just immediately running through my head. I was just like, why is this? Because it's so stupid and silly and unserious that I thought about Shrek.
It was awkward too. Like, I first of all don't understand why she's so obsessed with this man. He's just kind of like a dude bro.
Yeah,
and she's all like,
oh my God, put an animal cracker in my pussy.
it's because she was getting paid to do that.
Yes.
The money.
And the whole time, while she's getting an animal cracker shoved in her pants, her father is singing in the background.
Her actual real life
father is singing, I don't want to close my eyes. As he's like, yeah, so if I take this antelope and I run it down your belly button, and then I'm just going to park that right here. Here you go.
He just tucks it in there, and she's like,
and she's like, I'll save that for later.
Ew.
It would have been a great callback.
I'd eaten it.
He gets back from outer space, and she just, I've been saving this for you.
It's like a saltine that's been in a humidor and just
like
floppy.
soft.
Oh my God, yeah, it's just like bendable.
Pulls half of it out, and then she's got to do the finger hook to get the rest out. Hang on, if there's still more in there, just got to finger hook it out.
AJ, I saved this antelope from you. Here you go.
Yeah.
And he's just like, crying. Maybe I should have been the one to hit the button.
The premise of that scene could have been the sexiest thing in the world. It could have been crazy. Animal crackers and women's navels? Yeah, to me, my 12-year-old brain goes, this is going to be great. And then he opens his mouth, and I wanted to kill him.
Oh my God. And he's like,
I'm literally crying.
She's like,
He did the accent for the animal cracker.
and then she's like, do you think other people are doing the same exact thing right now at this moment?
No one's doing it.
We were both like, nobody has ever fucking done this before in their life. And then Ben Affleck is like, well, I hope so, because if not, what's worth fighting for?
And the music
I want to close my eyes.
It's hilarious because you would think a movie like this would be like objectifying women. And you expect that, and then that's the scene
you get, and you're like, please go back to objectifying women. That would be more comfortable.
Oh my God.
It's like the women are telling you to objectify her, and you're playing with animal crackers.
Ooh.
Oh my fucking God.
I'd rather just have a typical sex scene.
And
like...
guess what? Ben Affleck, Liv Tyler, cousins.
Wait,
really?
Yep.
Oh no.
What?
Yep.
In
Not
real
like,
life?
Not like they're barely cousins. They come from the same European family.
Oh, well, that's good. That's why they
Oh my
kept cutting to black before the sex scenes actually happened. They're like,
Yeah.
no,
And
we
her
can't show that.
dad is singing. What in the...
Yeah.
That's
Oh my
honestly my
God.
favorite part. It's just
I bet.
her dad belting out.
They probably put her in the movie just to get the rights to
That's
that.
100% why she's in the movie. They're like, hey, we need Aerosmith to do this
I'm
for
kidding.
cheap.
She's a great, like,
Oh, yeah.
she's great. She's
Lord
great.
of the Rings all day.
We only hated her for part of this.
But
film.
also, they didn't give her any substantial role to play. Like, she
No.
was just there to be the, this is what we're coming home
like
to
on the
character.
casting sheet, it could have been, we need not a dude to cut to that can do emotional things with their face. The rest of the movie, can you be in the right third of frame?
And then
can you just be in the third of the frame over
like,
here?
As they're writing this script, they're just like, hey, Michael, I was thinking we need a scene where like all these guys who are definitely in their like 30s and 40s are commenting on this 19-year-old's body and how hot she's gotten over the years because they've all helped raise her. Yeah, wouldn't that be cool? Let's do that before they fly off into space.
We're all just a group of daddies.
Yeah.
I threw up. I threw up.
And then you got Steve Buscemi. Hey, man, she's hot. I don't know what to tell you. Like, she's
Oh
a
my
hot girl.
God.
And I'm like, dude.
She grew up hot. That's what I say to. I don't have kids, but if I did, that's what I'd tell them. I said, you grew up hot.
Like
It's so uncomfortable.
Some of the dialogue in this movie makes you think like, what the fuck were they thinking? Because like, there's a line where Steve, like, where the government comes to get Bruce Willis, and Steve Buscemi's first line is, "Yo, dude, I swear I didn't know how old she was." And he's like, "No, it's not about that." And he's like, oh, okay, never mind. And then he walked. I'm like, what the fuck is this movie?
And that's the second joke he makes like that.
Yes.
'cause
Yeah.
he does is like, I swear she told me she was 90 or something. I was just like,
Oh my
ugh.
god. Yeah, so they
Think that's
put
cool. Don't
2 women
advertise.
in this movie.
Yeah, we counted. There was 2.
There are 2 women in this movie.
If you don't count the extras that get blown up, there are 2 women. in
yeah,
this
like
movie.
characters, there's our girl with the animal
Yeah,
crackers.
Liv Tyler, Animal Cracker
And
Girl.
the pilot that they're like, all right, I guess we should put one woman on a spaceship to make it seem like we're
They
inclusive.
literally just did both sides of the women in films coin. Very unimportant love interest, emotional connection, gives an attachment, and is able to create some drama. Also, be hot. Other one. All of the responsibility and technical prowess so that everything goes exactly perfect, and most of it is on your shoulders.
But yet,
All right, we did both. We
but
did
yet
both.
she doesn't
We're
really
good.
have a role. She just kind of like hitting buttons and being
Yeah,
like,
she was running around in a
turn
couple
up.
scenes. That was
She
pretty
was
cool.
she was super
turning
busy.
knobs.
I don't
She was
know what
very
her.
busy.
Well,
She was
and
a
then
pilot.
and then they of course do the lady yells at big guys and earns
Yeah.
respect, and it's just like, I don't think anybody in that position is going to question her credentials.
When
It's
you
like,
are NASA.
it's like she's the one that's going to fly it. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to listen to what
Okay,
she's...
so if you need anything, let me know. If I can help you in any
Can
way.
I
Right.
get you a soda?
Right.
Like,
Are you thirsty? Do your feet hurt?
There's some animal crackers left in the bag.
you want me to
one
shove
less-
some animal crackers?
The package is open and they're a little sticky.
After she lands, hey, you did a real good job. I'm just going to put this animal
Good little
cracker in there
tip
for you.
babe.
Hey, you slid that plane in real well. Here's 2 animal crackers for you.
Like, you get an elephant and a giraffe. Ooh.
Ooh, hey. Hey.
I'm going to put this little tiger down there because you're fierce.
God. Also, with the freaking space pilots, why weren't they in spacesuits?
Yeah, everybody else is in these, like, they got the helmets, they got the visors, and then, like, our pilots are in like,
T-shirts.
bomber jackets and
They've-
fucking cool pants.
They've got a fucking t-shirt on.
Yeah.
Don't they need space helmets?
Look. Steve already called it a plane. It was a shuttle, clearly. So we're not sticking with the technical aspect
We're not
of it.
scientifically accurate
But there was a
here.
bunch of times where I was just like, either show depressurization every time or once. Show it once or every time. Not every 4th time they go in and out of the spaceship. Like little stuff like that. I was like, we're going to stop seeing those things so I don't freak out. And that was one of the 48 times where I was like, this is a bad movie.
Yeah,
Bad movie.
like, so I know our theme right now is saving the world.
Yeah.
I really wish they didn't save the world.
I agree.
I would have been happy to see Ben Affleck and Bruce Willis just ride that comet right into the earth
Yeah.
and just blow this shit up.
Just
Yeah.
standing on it like the worm in Dune.
Yeah,
They just like
ride it.
they
and
just
he's got the hooks.
just
yeah.
yeah.
Isai Gaib.
So do we just kind of let's just flit around this thing and
Yeah.
say what we liked. I really enjoyed the
I enjoyed when
the-
half of our cast died.
I love
I
that
wish more of
Owen
them
Wilson
died.
didn't even get to land on the asteroid.
I didn't even get one. Oh no!
oh no.
Oh wow,
this asteroid's
so cool.
Oh wow! Not one. Oh wow!
I really liked the medical check scene
Oh yeah, that was fun.
where like that was fun. And then making requests and they're just like got it. He's got a lot of parking tickets he would like wiped off.
I
and
just
then
love and none of them want to pay taxes
ever again.
ever.
And they're like, all right.
All right, we'll see what we can do.
And then leave it to Billy Bob Thornton. Yeah, we can make this happen. And it's just like, you're the NASA guy. Don't you need a check? I don't
no,
think
you need to,
NASA can do that. I don't think NASA does. I don't think they do
NASA's
the
not
tax
the IRS.
thing. And even the
departments.
IRS wouldn't even be able to let you do it. You'd have to get like presidential thing. Maybe I'll email
Yeah,
him, see if I can get one.
This would have been more realistic. Like after they land, they all get arrested. It's like, sorry, dude, you got 57 outstanding parking tickets. Thanks for saving the world, though.
Speaking of which, I thought that was another fun part, was where, I'm gonna run too. If 9 black SUVs roll up to my house, I'm leaving. I'm also running away. Why? Because I don't want to die with energy. I would rather die tired than die with a full gas tank. Nope, I'm dying tired.
It's like, at least I know I tried. You
Yeah,
took
I'm
me down with a
making
little bit of a struggle.
And then you get brought in, and everybody else ran, and you were the only one that's like, "Oh, hey guys, can I help you?" It's like, no. Then they just beat the shit out of you for the rest of your life and call you a bitch.
All right. Well, but so that whole part of the movie could have been way condensed. It could have been one montage scene of them training, and then like one extra full-length scene.
We're fans.
It was a big chunk. And, like, they took so much time at the beginning of the movie to set up the team, bring everybody together, show us that the dad hates AJ and that he was shooting at him
on an oil rig.
His own oil rig that he owns.
That's what I was telling you. I was just like, insurance is not going to cover any of that because they're going to have to say he shot it with a shotgun.
Yeah.
Clearly
how did
it's a
that
bullet hole.
Like
what happened?
I think we paused it about an hour and some change in, and there was still like an hour and a half left, and they had just got to space.
Yep.
So I'm like, you had
I
a
did the
whole
same
hour
thing.
of this setup, and I'm like, you cut you cut the fucking slow-mo. You cut the Liv Tyler being like, that's my daddy up there. It's
And
like,
the explosion.
We know. We watched him train for a month.
Yeah, like there's
Literally
literally
a
a
month.
scene where she tackles Billy Bob Thornton, and like we had subtitles on, and it couldn't pick up what she was saying. I guarantee you, she was just going bah, 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 and then throws him on the ground and goes, "That's my dad up there." But seriously, like she grabs him by the collar and is like, "Blah blah 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 blah. That's my dad up there."
Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of that doesn't need to be in there, and then 4 minutes later you go, this still doesn't need to be in here.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, in even in terms of like disaster movies, like I can sit through a good disaster movie, but this was just
And there are
over the top and boring through a lot of it.
There's some really good disaster movies.
Yeah.
Dare I say, most disaster movies are fun to watch. This was one where I like, you guys know, I like putting the movie on and just watching the whole thing. I'm not the biggest fan of like pausing it and this.
Right.
It's just like, but that little jump ahead 10 seconds button was my friend. And in this
You're
movie,
like,
I was
all right,
just like,
the next 3 minutes are just random explosions happening. Okay, I get
well,
it.
because I've seen it before, so I was like, oh, right, they do this for a while. And then, obviously, I watched the whole strip club scene. But
There's got to be a strip club scene, really?
Yeah,
Really?
I mean, it's
In
just,
a space movie?
but it's fuck. What was I gonna say? But it's just it's just one of those things where, like, you know, say what you will about like Moonfall. Sure, that's a terrible movie, but it was fun to watch.
It was
fun.
entertaining.
Because it was so crazy, and like the concept was so out there that it was like, yeah, this is stupid, but it entertained
And
me
it
for its
didn't-
runtime.
It didn't try to win an award for dramatic acting.
Right, like
Like
they knew what kind of movie they were making.
And we say that so much. Like this was a low budget slasher film. They knew they were making a low budget slasher film. They made a good low budget slasher film. In this one, you've got all of the money, a huge studio, an absolute mega list of
Yeah.
talent. You've got access to crazy equipment. You've got the best cameras that cost a house.
Right.
And you're just going to make a bad movie. I just don't get it.
Well, you know, when Michael Bay's involved.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I was telling her earlier, I was like, I forgot it was a Michael Bay film. And then 17 things exploded. And I was like, It's a Michael Bay film. And then I was like, this explains the dialogue. This explains the shoddy camera cutting.
It also explains the title screen coming in with explosions immediately.
Yeah, that's the one thing about Michael Bay. Like, sure, the dude has been around for a while. He does some crazy special effects, but there's no substance around his special effects. So, like, yeah, you watch the Transformers movies. Yeah, it's cool seeing a giant robot, but outside of that, there's nothing. Like, it's just he thinks of cool things to do, and then he's just like, yeah, whatever, write a plot around this meteor crashing in.
Yeah, like one example of that where I was like, what just happened? So we are in space. They are doing the mission. It is like towards the end where our two teams that separated meet back up. Right? And they are getting AJ and the other guy back onto the ship.
Yes, yeah.
It was a series of explosions, and then suddenly, somehow, they met up with the other ship, and they were being pulled in through the door, and I'm like, what just happened?
Yes.
I rewound that, and I was like, that was weird. And then just the, like, I heard you got a hole that needs dug. I was just like, what is going on?
Yes, because it's Ben Affleck and the Russian guy, and they're crawling through the tube, and you see the tube get hit by an asteroid, and it explodes.
Yep.
But then they're somehow past the explosion, the thing is still intact, and like they have enough time to open up their airlock, get them in, and then close the airlock before everything explodes.
Yeah, everything was fine, Steve. They definitely didn't just show them getting murdered in space.
And they didn't like open a door and just get instantly sucked into the vacuum of space.
With Michael Bay, if you don't see a body, they're still alive.
Yeah.
So you saw the bodies of the dead ones.
Right.
And then you didn't see that. Like, they would have showed them floating into space, twirling, freezing, exploding, something. Well, they probably would have exploded. Let's be honest. They would have blown up. But yeah, you didn't see the body, and I know they're coming back. And then they come back in the film, and I was like, I forgot that was the worst character reintroduction I've ever done. Got a hole to dig over here on this part of the asteroid. 25 miles in an hour.
But this was the thing that kind of got me about the Ben Affleck character. As soon as he gets picked to go on this mission, and Liv Tyler delivers the line, "Hey, make sure my fiance comes back with you." From that moment on, Ben Affleck has escaped death 1,000 times. They put him in every situation where you think, oh, here's where he's going to get it. Oh, no, he's going to get it here. Oh, we're going to see Liv Tyler cry.
I had my fingers crossed. I wanted him to
and the
die.
whole time I'm just like...
It's like a fool me once. There's like a saying about this. It's like after 11 times, you're an asshole.
Yeah,
and
Boy
then,
Who
like,
Cried Wolf.
Yeah,
and then like at the end, and like, spoiler alert, if you even give a shit, but Bruce Willis saves Ben Affleck and puts him on the ship, and he sacrifices himself. I'm like, Bruce, buddy, no. Cut your losses. Just tell Liv Tyler, oh, he tripped down in a cavern. I don't know what happened. Oh.
He got shot by the minigun wielding space dementia guy.
The dementia
took
over.
Fine. Space dementia.
Blame it on the space dementia, okay? Put that on a shirt.
Yeah, blame it on space dementia.
Or he could have gone back and been like, who are you?
Oh my God.
I have space dementia.
I have a daughter.
Sorry, I have space
Well, you're pretty
amnesia.
hot for a daughter.
Oh my God.
I just wanted to make that joke again. That's all. That's why I said that.
Yeah. Oh my God. But yeah, no. I mean, in terms of like summer blockbusters, look somewhere else for your disaster movie.
Would not recommend.
Yeah, like I'm sure back in '98 or whenever the fuck this was made, this was like the height of excitement. But like,
I remember
this was so drawn out and just bland and uncomfortable in certain parts.
Yeah, I will say this movie is for a very specific target audience. Like, you have to be the type of guy who just wants to see stuff blow up, and yes, you do have to be a man to enjoy this movie. So you gotta be a white American man who enjoys explosions and doesn't care about the story, and you'll love it. You'll love it.
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah, there was a lot of makeup there was just a lot of makeup. Let's put, dialogue stern. Like if we say it with my brows furrowed and like this, the audience might not hear the words I'm saying and recognize it as bad dialogue. Let's put a strip club in there. Let's make all the dudes bros. And then when it's convenient, guy double majored at MIT. And,
Right.
It's like,
all of a sudden he's a genius.
Like, cool.
Yeah, it feels very much like this movie was written by some drunk frat guy.
Yeah. And
Like-
I think you both missed the whole message of this movie.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
that?
And I'm a little unhappy because we dig deep into these movies, and you guys just didn't drill deep enough. That's also why I wanted to say this. So the main thing
I fucking
is
hate you.
Liv Tyler. It's a skill of,
Yeah, no, I appreciate it.
Yeah. Liv Tyler did not want to be like her father. And then through all of it and through his sacrifice, she realized that she was just like her father,
Yeah.
and that was good enough.
Yeah. You know what? I think we can all hang our heads high.
Yeah.
Knowing that we finally uncovered
Yeah.
the true mission.
That's
now,
the point of the movie.
Now we won't get a random comment explaining us the true meaning of the movie.
Oh,
'cause
right,
you
right,
got it
right.
for
You
us.
did it.
Yeah.
You got it. You got it.
Yeah.
Nailed
Nail
it
on
right
the
then.
head.
That's why I'm on the show. Is because when the tough get going, the going stays pretty fucking easy because we watch movies and talk about it. But
I could complain about this movie for the next hour.
yeah, we could do
Really
we could do 2 more hours of this, and it would
Yeah.
still be shorter than the film.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think we'll cut it off there before we dig even deeper.
Oh, are we doing cuts?
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Everybody look dramatically to the right
Explosion.
and then to the left.
Explosion.
All right.
And
That'll
look-
just about do it.
Can we just look dead center eye line and then just really have nothing on your face? Just do it just emotionless. That's
Channel
that's
Liv.
Armageddon.
Yep.
Cool. Thanks for joining us.
And with that, we out. Put an explosion in post for me, Michael.
I will.
There better be so many explosions.
I'm just putting random ones in the middle of words. Like,
Oh, yeah. Well, join us next time when hopefully we get a little bit of a better movie in here.
yeah.
See you
Every
guys
film in
next
the book saves the summer. Well, they shouldn't have that time.
Bye.
Bye.